Hi gang, you're going to have to do parallel and perpendicular lines, so let's talk about that for a moment. Parallel lines have the same slope. So like these two lines would be parallel. They'd be parallel to each other. Perpendicular lines, let me just say that a little bit more clear. They're parallel to each other because both of them, the first one has a slope of 2 and the second one has a slope of 2. So since the slopes are the same, they're parallel. All right, perpendicular lines, the slope is the reciprocal and opposite sign. So you need to take the reciprocal and opposite sign. So you need to do two things. So for instance, if I have a line that looks like this, the slope of this guy is 3/4. If I want to make a line perpendicular to this one, that means that its slope has to be negative because the first one is positive 4/3. So I have to make a line that's going to have a slope of negative 4/3 x. I'm just doing something random here. We'll do something more specific in a minute. I'm just trying to make my point. So these two lines would be perpendicular because they are reciprocal and opposite sign of each other. Okay, so let's do one similar to like what you'd have to do. And if it goes out of focus, I'll fix it. So they're going to give you some sort of equation of a line. So something like something that's going to be in standard form, and they're going to ask you to find a line that is parallel. Okay, this is a symbol for parallel, and that goes through, let's say, the point let me just think for a minute. Goes through the point 6, let me say 3, 3, 1. I'm just making up something. Okay, so this is the line we're given. We want to make something parallel to it that goes through the point 3, 1. So the first thing we have to do is figure out what is the slope of this line. So to figure out the slope of this line, we want to put it in the form y equals mx plus b so that we can see what m is. All right, so that's what we'll do first. So I need to get the y by itself, so I'm going to move the x to the other side. I'm then going to divide by the 3. So over here, when you break the 3, it's going to go to both. So 2 over 3x and 6 over 3 is going to reduce to a 2. 6 over 3 is going to reduce to a 2. All right, so that tells me that my slope is 2/3. 2/3. So if I want to make something parallel, then my slope, the one I'm picking now, my slope, the second slope, has to be the same thing. So 2/3. All right, so we do y equals mx plus b, because now I'm creating a line that is going to be parallel to the one we were just looking at. So I know that the slope has to be 2/3. I know that my x is 3. And I know that my y is 1. And the reason why I'm plugging this all in is because you have to solve for b. All right, so I can reduce the 3's. I can move the 2 to the other side. And I'll get that b is -1. So I'm going to get y equals to 2/3 x minus 1. This form is fine. If you do want to convert it to the other form, to standard form, you would have to multiply, everybody by 3. Let me just write this down here. So if you want to put it into standard. Standard is ax plus by equals to c. This one that we're doing, this form that I have here is called slope intercept. But if you want to put it into standard, you'd multiply everybody by 3 to get rid of the fraction. Then you would move the x to the other side. And that would be the same answer, but in standard form. So this one here is in slope intercept form. And this one here is in standard form. Either answer is fine. On the final, I will take it, okay? All right, gang, I will do the other one, the perpendicular, but I'm already almost at 7 minutes, so I don't want to make the video much longer. So I'm going to end it here, and I'll pick up in the next video on this problem. All right, catch you. Bye-bye.